This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up
really high. What's their favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto every day? Talking about this crypto news, technical analysis. How's everybody doing on this Monday morning? Some tough. Some people took off. They were smart. Some people called in, call out. I don't know, however you prefer. But hit that like and subscribe. We're talking about going on this ride, going to the moon, and damn, hopefully going soon. Wall Street Pete here. How has everyone's weekend been? Been pretty busy, guys. We've been paying attention, and obviously no video. Not really a big concern, but you are here when it is necessary. So please hit the like and subscribe. Hit the bell, all notifications. Become a subscriber today. The Wolves of Wall Street. We're going to talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin and why it's probably the most important thing to get, why it's on my list, and why I'm really not paying attention to a whole lot more at this current time. We know our bags. We know what we hold. And good morning to you, Selner. Good morning to you, Hugh, and anyone else who's watching. Good morning, good evening, and good night to you, depending on when and where you're watching this. So talking about it right now, a little bit of old news, but we'll get you caught up. So please make sure you hit the heart, bell, all, and the like, and all the things you need to do to keep this algorithm moving in the right direction. What's up, Tommy? Happy Easter to all of you as well. So looking at Bitcoin right now, 2014, Apple bans Bitcoin from the Apple Store. All of a sudden, right, it's the game that they play. Almost a decade later, Apple puts Bitcoin on the white papers for every MacBook. So it's happening. Do agree with that. Like I said, it's all planned. It's just really, are we fooling you? That's the question. How many people are we fooling? So when Bitcoin does hit 250K, I actually realize that this is going to be me at the restaurant. Oh, la, la. When Bitcoin hits 250K, I will be singing at every restaurant, everywhere I go. I will be a happy man. So all eyes on Bitcoin BTC, as Coinbase CEO reveals. Brian Armstrong is talking about the Lightning Network. He hasn't ever tweeted about this before, not even once. So what is going on? It's all planned, as I tried to explain to you. BTC has to get off the couch and do something. So this is what's going on. We're going to talk about that today if you're interested. Talk about where I think Bitcoin can go. We do have a couple price actions where we think we can be heading, and obviously the macro has been pretty strong, but Lightning Network getting integrated into the Coinbase network. We're going to see if we can get that involved, as Brian Armstrong talking about it today, April 10th, one day right before Easter. So I hope you had a wonderful Easter, and I hope if you're waking up this morning, put on a good beat before you get your feet off the bed. A little positivity never hurt nobody. Dogecoin whales offloaded over 1.4 billion Doge after Elon Musk changed the Twitter to the Dogecoin logo. So he put it up, the logo, and April Fools, everybody. I think it's a clown move. Don't understand what was the move by it. Now, all I can think of from this, guys, is that, ladies and gentlemen, is that, well, what happens is the money gets surged in, and believe it or not, it actually strengthens the community. So actually, at the end of the day, Elon is a genius. He's up to something, and this is probably what he's going to do. So he's putting money into the system with being a little false accusations here and there, and then he fooled everyone. It's kind of upset, but I do believe that Dogecoin will reach the 15.5 cents as we are continuing to move on. Looking at the crypto bubble right now, top 100, we got BGB up about 8.5%. KAS almost 9% at 8.7. Total crypto market cap currently still hovering right below the 1.2 trillion market cap, so 1.19. We got Archibrim leading the way on the trending. Nothing crazy right now. As you can see, a lot of zeros, a lot of boring sideways action if you were watching the charts. We're looking at a weekly chart here. Getting back to the news real quick, what I think we can do and how you can see here, bottom action on this sideways boring action for the weekly. And the last time we did that, well, we had some time, right? It could depend on what you could do here. Is it stacking on top or the bottom here, ready for a move? Well, I think since this ascending channel that we've been developing since January of 2023 here, right? Monday, I want to say exactly on the 9th here of this week, we got a big move, right? We got a huge move to the upside trending in this ascending channel. No reason why this channel either breaks to the upside, breaking this 29,30,000 price, getting us all the way to where we really want to be, right? We're talking about this possibly this year easily. But what I see here is perhaps a fall coming in. Maybe we do touch 30,000, 31,000 here, as you can see on the oscillator that I do believe in very much. High on the RSI. But if you pay attention to my oscillator, many times, the oscillator, we're pretty high up here. We do see we get a nice little correction, little fall. We're looking for that. So I'm looking for that to happen. If you see here, right in the area of the weekly, I'm looking for the oversold zone. Now, when this happens, we will fall dramatically. And if you see here from the history, we got to get a different color. We can't do yellow on yellow on yellow. Let's do blue, right? That'll stand out. So this blue line right here on the bottom of my oscillator, we're looking for it to touch from the previous trends of what it did. See how we are right now. Currently, we're not there. So we do have a nice pump coming and then a fake out possibly to the downside. So I would not want to get stuck into this. Not financial advice, but just letting you know that there is a huge possibility here we continue, come down, or get a fake pump here to the oversold area, and then we get a big fall to the downside, which is a nice buying opportunity. So pay attention to that as that is happening. The trend is your friend until the end. As you can see, the RSI is building up all the way from through, continuing on the weekly. So these are weekly charts, as you can see the ascending channel I have in here. So very, very big, very important right now to pay close attention to that. And over half of Bitcoin supply has been dormant for more than 2 years now, I would say. Pretty excited to see that, and that's an all-time high. Big news into that, and if anybody knows, I really am not familiar with this guy. I hate to say that, Anupam or whatever, Pama. I'm not a fan of the guy. I don't know the guy, so can't be a fan of him. But he has a nice couple charts here saying more than 1 out of every 2 Bitcoin in circulation has not moved in the last 2 years. So basically, what's happening is they're believing in Bitcoin. They're believing in the network. HODL method for them is going to be their strategy here, as you can see going in. We hit a new all-time high of 53% today from this particular tweet. If you can see here, if you take it a step further, almost 29% of all Bitcoin in circulation has not moved in the last 5 years. That is over 150 billion in the market cap that has not moved in half a decade. So from this tweet from April 9th, pretty exciting to see that. Like I said, we do our own research. We check things out for you as well. This is why you're a subscriber to the channel. Used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Used to work on Wall Street. So guy who used to work in commodities, natural gas pit. Had a great time. Loved it. Open Outcry was probably the best place in the world to learn how the trading works. Currently, right now, we are at 62 for the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index chart. As you can see, it's been pretty greedy for a while. Looks like we may be able to change that. But until this macro stops this morning, and giving you this heads up from yesterday, France is demanding that Europe cuts ties with the United States. So it's starting to become a trend here. Not a surprise, just more of an understanding. Hey, this is a big trend that's happening. Keeping you up to date, right? April 10th. And we're talking about how the U.S. dollar is probably going to shit the bed, if not become non-existent. Talked about this probably 2 years ago when I started this video saying, I'm really concerned about the dollar. We have Bitcoin here, and everything is starting to point towards the direction. I said checks would be first, right? People still pay with checks. What is that? What is a check? So pretty soon when some of our kids grow up, maybe their kids, they're going to say, what was the dollar bill? So this is what we're talking about. France is now cutting ties as well. The Europe to cut ties. We're in trouble, guys. If you are in the United States, depending, and you have money under your mattress, that's the kind of people that are in trouble. So please don't put your money under your mattress, as it may be one of the dumbest things you can do. Looking at the ascending channel, though, for Bitcoin on the weekly, as you can see here, getting a little bit of some tight Bollinger Bands. Exponential moving average here getting tight, but the outside here got tight. Last time we did get that, if you could, tighten in here, we got a nice pump to the upside. So looking at this ascending channel, I'm happy to see sideways boring weekly average. These are weekly candles for Bitcoin, but I do believe that we do have an opportunity to stack our bags. Finally, this could be it. Please be very careful. You got to pay attention because the narrative has been nothing but up, 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 even for Ethereum. So coming into Ethereum, I told you there was a right, left shoulder, inverted head. This most likely was the time. Right shoulder coming in, and we were coming up and hoping to get to about 1920. Now, I'm telling you, I remember this. Did we break above there? Yes, 1944. Oh, Wall Street Pete sucks. He said 1920. Guys, don't ever watch a pump go up after you take profits. Now, remember, keyword, profits. You should be excited. Whenever you take profits, you're a winner. It doesn't matter where the project or what the asset kept doing after. It kind of matters, but at the same time, you're really focusing on, did you make money or did you lose money? Because that's the difference between being a winner and a loser. That's the difference between staying in the crypto space and being a person. You're a window shopper, right? Mad at me because you got crypto that you can't buy. I've been kicked out on leverage. I've been liquidated before. It sucks. And what happens? Well, then comes the big pump, and it's like, if I had money on the sidelines, this would be the common sense time to buy. Obviously, you see the pump coming through. You ride the wave, you get the hell out at the resistance level, and you're making a couple quick bucks. It's another way to do it. Looking at the weekly, though, pretty significant to see here. Even Ethereum, you can see how we're getting a little bit of a takeoff, hitting resistance. We have to pay close attention to the 1920 that I said that would possibly break through above here, as we did last time. So we are filling the gap on this trend. Could be getting a double top pattern here. Looking at 6 days, so we got a new weekly, so I don't want to look at that too much for Ethereum. So we'll get closer to the 4-hourly time. Never came back down for the complete right shoulder, but perhaps this was our shoulder there, as you can see what's going on. Beautiful pattern, head and shoulders pattern coming in. Are we getting the reversal? This is where I worry about that possibly happening and people not being ready. So what could be happening now? We'll see if we can break out of this pattern. There's a little bit of a diamond pattern in here that we can see. We want to find out where we're going next. What I'll do here is probably just start over for Ethereum. I don't have any indicators out, so we'll start fresh. I'll show you what I'll do right now if I was by myself and you guys were not watching. Say we're not live right now, so please hit the like. This is the best time to do so. I throw my relative strength. I got my volume here, and I do have my oscillator down here. I do love it as much as you can see. Go to the 4-hourly now. This is one of my favorite time frames to trade. Wall Street, Pete, Sickdo, and crypto. As you can see here, currently right now, we are getting some tight movement. So I'm expecting a breakout on this short-term 4-hourly rather sooner than later. What I do see here, though, is I am getting a trend that I do appear to have found, right, on the 4-hourly. We got to pay close attention. April 6th. Pay attention, right? Definitely to mention Wall Street Pete, not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. Watch this. What is the trend, right? Common sense. Boom. Mind blown, right? It's not really a big trick I'm doing for you. It's just pretty much TA. It's showing you the trend is down, right? We do see that. Okay. Getting liquidated gets me a better trader, makes me a better trader because you learn maybe on your mistakes. Okay, well, guess what? Not everybody knows what the fuck they're doing, Aaron. Mr. Sellner, with all due respect, some people put 10,000 in, and they learn with 10,000. Tell them what you're learning with. That's the difference between, knowing what you're doing. Some people put in 5,000. They get liquidated the first day. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. And that's what happens. It's the truth. And then what happens? Well, their conversation for the rest of their life, crypto fucking sucks. This is what happens, guys. You got to educate yourself. You have to understand, Mr. Sellner, if I may answer for him, he's been doing $25, $50, $100, whatever may work into his realm here. And you know what? He loses it. He makes money either way, whether he makes or loses. He's learning how to trade on leverage. The money moves a lot times faster. If you're just learning, I would do 7 times leverage. That is my advice as far from the experience that I have, but it's not financial advice. It's just a little tip. Check it out, see if it works. So start small. Yeah, that's the way to go. The trend is your friend, as we were saying, heading down. So I do see that we are currently coming down a little bit. What do I see? Double bottom M patterns, double top M's, excuse me. As you can see, currently establishing that. Bollinger Bands getting super tight. EMA getting super tight on the 4 hourly. It's telling me something is definitely about to happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go look. Let's refresh. What are we looking at? Oh, shit. 1.19 trillion. 1.18. I know I sound like a clown. Believe it or not, this will help you. Checking it out. Okay. Coming down. Total crypto market cap from there is telling me I'm going to head down. Well, what happens? Well, I'm going to pay attention to what we're doing on the 4 hourly. The 4 hourly is telling me that there is huge, massive support. I'm getting rid of my indicator showing me that with the trend. I got rid of it. I want to see what is happening. Well, there it is. That's what I see. This is what is currently happening. It makes total sense to me from April 5th on Wednesday. This is the pattern that I am seeing here. And currently right now, the trend is towards the downside. So if I'm going to continue to be in this trade, I will see that I'm going to continue to get dead cat bounces. What is a dead cat bounce? Well, every time I start heading to the up direction, we create a new lower low. What was that? Well, the price was sitting somewhere around here. We were building beautiful support at 1844. Every time I bought 1844, I couldn't lose. Well, guess what happened? In the downtrend, when the trend is your friend, you're going to create new lower lows. Now you're losing 1824. What should I do? Well, you should get the fuck out. You're at 1844. You're up $1. Get out. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you want to lose money now, stay in, do what you got to do. If you want a dollar cost average in and see where we could build support, probably at this last resistance level of 1826, I see where we're going. What's happening? Well, this is the last VWAP that we got on this dead cat bounce, telling me about 1828, somewhere around there. But what could happen is we could build support there. You could be safe. I don't know if that's going to happen. You could see in this particular pattern, we could fill this up nicely. Looks pretty good, right? What is this? It's kind of like a falling wedge situation on the 4 hourly, as you can see here. And then what we'll do is continue to consolidate, creating new lower lows. If we do, then you'll find out that this is the pattern breaking out. Now, if Ethereum decides to, and you can see here on the last 4 hourlies, we were struggling to break up, but every time we did hit this trend, you can see what you want to find out from this trend is here. So we got to break the 1865. That's something that I'll pay attention to. Why is that? Well, the 1865 level in this area, this is the trend that I want to break out of, and I do know that once that starts happening, well, now I see what's going on. I got an upward W coming in this pattern. I can now take on a long position. This will be able to give me a heads up. If not, like I said, coming in, well, you got the double top patterns here. And if anyone's wondering, this is just Ethereum current time frame, what is happening right now, just to give you a heads up of what I think could be happening. And of course, right, you're a clown. What, of course, is going to go up or down? Well, it's been going sideways for a very long time. So what I'm trying to tell you now is we're either going to break out of this price, and this is preparing you. So if this is not helping, then I don't know what the hell my channel's doing. We start breaking below the 1836.5, and we finish a candle after the 4 hourly. As you can see, 2 hours and 51 minutes. That will be the 12 o'clock Eastern time candle. Once you see a candle, either then or continuing to go forward down below 1836, we are getting a price correction. And then I'm going to teach you what happened. What we're getting the inverted. We had the inverted, excuse me. Now we're getting the head and shoulders pattern. So something similar to like that. You saw the positive way. Well, this is the bearish version. And what would happen? 1836, possibly get a bounce, then go back up to the 1850 level. It would be another fake. And then we're talking about finding support, probably where we found it in the past. And I don't want to say we're going to go that low, but that is something similar to what I believe can happen and where we're going to head. It's common sense to me. Some people think I'm crazy, but 70% chance. And I'll tell you right now, there's a big 70% chance this move is coming. I can see from it here, there's major support all the way the hell down from the 1718 price. So pay close attention to all that. With that being said, what I like to do as I pull out the Fibonacci and the Fibonacci sequence levels here, we'll definitely tell you where we think we could be heading. And I got the 1725. So, guys, here it is. It's beautiful. Beautiful. We're talking about the 17, 18, whatever on that chart. 1725.22 area. That is your price for the golden pocket to be broken. Once we start breaking through there, we could be in trouble. I will dollar cost average slightly because I think we have a bigger correction that could be coming. But as you can see, the golden pocket tells you here we bounce perfectly off this. So as we continue and build the right shoulder, we're going to find what happens around the 1700 level. Is 1722 a good price, or is something to this magnitude all the way up to the 1757 really what it is? So pay close attention. As you can see here, we have the old resistance here, 1722 level. That's where that comes on the Fibonacci, I guess. But that was the last time we had major resistance before we got a huge fall. So watch that, because that could be the next key indicator of the buy that we got here on this zone. We now know that's the golden pocket for Ethereum. We'll see what happens if we revisit. If we do, could get a right shoulder, guys. Don't be surprised. And the right shoulder will take us down a little more all the way to the 1722. And that, my friends, could be an excellent buy for Ethereum. So pay attention to the chart. Pay attention to what we see here. Pretty excited for the opportunity. And if you do see here, what we have with the RSI levels, and some of them were pretty high. So like I said, I see a pump retesting back up. Don't be surprised if that does happen. We're in the middle of the week here. What I need to really see from here in order to remain bullish and coming back from that downfall there, we do need to see a breakout above 1867. So that price needs to happen. Ethereum needs to break above 1867 on this 4-hourly. If we cannot do so, we're not going to find a rematch. And what we would do then is see if we could break that 1920 again. And that's going to be where I think we're going to head. So we'll see how many times it's going to take till we can get her phone number. What's her name? Well, her name is 1920. We need to retest this level as many times as possible. We might not be able to do that because I believe there is a strong head and shoulders pattern being created. So watch for that. Pay close attention. This is some of the things that happen. Like I said, have fun. Crypto, it's a great time to be alive trading crypto. As you can see, the trend is kind of heading down right now. Looking to see if we can get a good bottom buy. Hey, maybe the 1722, maybe the 1757 price levels for Ethereum are the ultimate buys. What I think for here now, we already know this right here. You can see the resistance right here over and over at the 25.3-ish area here. For a weekly price, that's what we're developing. But before we go, I wanted to just do the Bitcoin 4-hourly since we did it on Ethereum. And if we are starting to fall, I don't think we're going to drop to this magnitude. If we are going to go, though, it does look like a 25-something price can remain in hold. So I would be excited for that. How would I know if that were to start happening? Well, right now, let's see. Right now, we are starting to break a little bit. As you can see, Bollinger Bands got tight. We started heading back to the upside. If we can maintain this, as you can see here, oscillator, very bearish, very bearish double top here, even coming in from the 6th, coming in 3 days later. All the way down. The trend has been to the downside. So I'm actually seeing this. Getting ready to head end the rest of this video. Maybe perhaps we can start talking about other crypto assets. I would like to get back into that. But as you can see here, a big hump from the last resistance when we came down, like I said. And if we are continuing to make this trend, there will be volatile waves, possibly. We'll see what happens. Something like that. Until the trend tells me we are heading back to the upside like that in this pattern. I can only see that taking a long position right now is a risky situation. So 31,000, pretty surprised we're not there right now. Could that happen? Yes. I think that this is something that may occur. We'll see what happens. Two options right there, two big options. I really do believe that this could occur. So please pay attention to what I put here. I'm going to leave these here for you. Screenshot, do whatever you want. I mean, it's nothing really spectacular, but you can see how the Bollinger Bands are getting tight. A breakout is coming. I think it's to the downside. If you're watching this pattern that we've been doing, and how old is this pattern? First off, well, guess what? This is the pattern from when? Well, it's from 2023. So where are we living in? We're living in 2023. So I'm pretty sure if there was a pattern that we've been following for the entire year, since we started 2023, which is now about 4 months old, I do believe that I'm going to pay attention to this until this proves me wrong. So don't believe that we have to fall with such volatility, but we do have some retracement levels that we could find. If I dug a little deeper into here, I could probably dissect a little more. From what our previous history of Bitcoin prices, we know 27.3, 26.5, right? They're huge indicators, huge prices. So if we went into depth here, as you can see, my EMA is getting super, super tight. I do think that we are going to head back down, guys. So pay close attention to what is happening. 27,000 right here. As you can see, support build up big time in the 27,000 range on this bottom here where my finger is. Once we start breaking below there, guys, it's no stopping. So I do believe that we could come through. As you can see here, major support at the 27.6. So let's see what happens. This is a 4-hourly. And right about that level there, I do see it. So 27.6, huge, massive support building up in this probably ascending triangle pattern. We do have one building up in here. Pretty excited to see that. So as we're ending the video now, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I wanted to show you here, this could be a big breakout. I am thinking that we're heading to the downside. I would love to be wrong on this particular time frame here, because what would happen is it would bring us to about 31,000 and change. That was predicted a while ago where I said we can go. But from this, like I said, ascending channel, you could see how we're flipping the momentum yellow of this ribbon. And it looks like it's trying to flip bullish. But right now, as you can see, it did that a few times last time. So right about here, if you were to wonder, where are we in the pattern of history? Well, we're right about in the same frame, as you can see here, right? Don't pay attention to what happened here. But as you can see here, same kind of head, same kind of snake-like jump here. EMA was getting tight, same kind of thing. We got a little bit of a fall, and it was nice because why? Well, we came pretty hard to the upside, and that's what some people might not be paying attention while I'm dissecting Bitcoin a little longer than I wanted to. I really do want people to pay attention that the history is very common, and that's why technical analysis is so much fun sometimes. When you see what happens here, and you can see here all the way through, look at that. I mean, it's pretty wild, guys. We got the same move, and maybe now you see it, and you're like, oh, wow, how'd you do that? It's not magic. It's just technical analysis. Oh, it's TA. You know, TA is real, so don't go. Terrible singing, but we have fun, guys. Look at it right now. Check it out. It's about what we did. It was a repeat history of the growth. So I do believe, like I said, if we are repeating history, we're right about here. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to fall, come back to about 25.3. Well, that's about equivalent to what that did in February. So pay attention to what happened in February, and then we pumped a little and then come down more into here. So I'm going to be paying close attention to this for Bitcoin. I'm going to be watching every step this makes till the trend flips and lets me know. When is that? Well, that is right here. Until I see a huge V, until I see the yellow that is down here flipping to the top, which is now telling me that the bulls are back in control, well, that's what I'm waiting for. So right now, as you can see, we're not getting a reveal of anything. As it's nice to see the yellow on top, we could be getting this red flip, which is bearish, heading back to this down zone. How long are we going to do it? We don't know until we analyze. So till I see you in the next video, my friends, Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Used to be every day. Now it's just as much as we can. We are paying attention. We are working. We are trading. We are doing as much as we can. I do hope you still enjoy these videos every day. Coming to you live from our home. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful week, and spring is now coming. So I've been starting a garden. It looks beautiful. Tomatoes, cantaloupes, watermelon. I've been watching YouTube videos on there. Been having fun. Been working, right? Working my ass off. Fixing up the yard and cleaning around, and obviously trading. You got to be very careful. So we spent about 30 minutes. I did not want to spend that much time today, but it is a very important video for you to watch. There are very different types of scenarios that Bitcoin can do, and if you're new to the channel, if you're just out there saying, well, this guy just gave me every scenario in the book, you have to be careful. I don't control Bitcoin. In a minute, whales can decide, hey, guess what, guys? Get 10 friends. How many friends do you hang out with? All my friends are similar to where I'm at right now. And if you hang out with rich people, perhaps you'll become rich. Well, all the rich get together and they buy at the same time. Hey, let's pump this. Hey, let's pump that. I can't control that. So my TA can tell you where we might go, up or down. That's all we do. We prepare you. So what we do is prepare you the best we can. It's not financial advice. Just a gentleman, twice as nice. One day, I plan on being in New York, Philadelphia, all around the cities, helping people. If you want to help me out, watch the channel over time, over the years that we grow. As we get bigger, I'm telling you right now, we're going to do some big things. We're going to help people less fortunate. We do it now, but I want to do it in a whole. I want to do it in a massive group. I really want to make a change, right? Speaking of a good song, Change, Man in the Mirror. That's an awesome song. Grew up singing Michael Jackson when I was a kid in my diaper with a mic in my hand because my mother was a big singer. So have a good day. We're gonna have a good day. La-dee-da-da. Yeah. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, and damn, when we're going on a ride, we're gonna be going to the moon, and we're gonna be going soon. Love y'all. Appreciate the support. Continue to dollar cost average into this market if you're a hodler, but I suggest you pay attention a little more to the market. There are some ways to make money in this crypto space, and it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. See you in the next video, my friends. Take care. Love y'all. Peace in and peace out.